I'm sitting in a 1913 Mercer raceabout. It's obviously a race car of the period. I'm Fred Simeone, and I'm the director of this Simeone Foundation Automotive Museum. There's two ways you can make a car go faster. You can make the engine bigger or the car lighter. As you can see, is the bare minimum. There are no doors, there's no windshield, there's no lights, there's no fenders. Everything that could be done to make the car light has been made. They had weak suspension systems, they had bad shock absorbers, they were noisy, and they were rough. But that's the beauty of this. That's why you do it. It's lower, the track is wider, it's very well balanced. The other cars of its era have a 3-speed gearbox. This has a 4-speed gearbox, which made it a lot more versatile. And even though it's not the most powerful, it was the favorite of drivers because of its maneuverability.
Yeah, we're taking the National around. And she's a beast. It's a big engine, T-head. That's a 4-cylinder, 2 cams in the crankshaft, and she'll pull stumps out. She's a real monster. My name's Kevin Kelly. I'm working for the Simeone Foundation Automotive Museum. Pull the blocks right off the crankcase so you can remove your valves with the engine altogether. Crankcase opens from underneath, and you can check your bearings. You can do anything with it pretty much in the car. You can almost rebuild an engine with it in the car. But they're pretty good, and they run a long time. They're strong. You have to keep in mind 1913, 1916. Acceleration at that time was considered remarkable, but by today's standards, Mom's minivan would run away from them. So any car has to be taken in its context to really be appreciated well. Just the machine of getting them running and starting procedures, all this, it's all just part of the effort. And then if you like motion, it's all motion. You're feeling the wind, and it's closer to motorcycling than, say, modern cars. That's what the motorcycle people like. They're out in the element, and that's what's fun about these.
My daughter gave me this for Father's Day. I had no idea what I was coming here for. She wouldn't tell me.
He's a motorhead, and when we were kids, he had us racing quarter midgets, so it's in the blood. I mean, it just looks so classy. I just have to drool when I look at it. It's just gorgeous, just looking at it. And I have a particular interest in the early part of the century because I like Charleston and dancing and things like that.
It's a very special day because seeing cars of this vintage, the early teens, in action is almost unheard of these days. If you're passionate about a hobby, just to see something other than old movies of these cars in action is surpassed by seeing them and hearing them and being up close to them. All of these emotional responses come from those other senses that are satisfied by seeing them in action.
People are addicted to this. Maybe you see them in a museum setting. It's not the same as seeing them out, hearing them and smelling them and seeing them in motion. It's a love affair.
I'll be loving you